Fear is not God, is not the creator of the universe. One of the things that they like to say in church, God is good all the time. He's the same. In the beginning, he's the same as he is now today. He's never changed. Well, let's look at what this biblical text has to say, or rather, what God has to say. Ephesians 6:5. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Now let's think about this for a minute. You're an all-knowing, all-loving God, creator of a universe, and literally can create planets with just spoken word, create living things with spoken word, but all of a sudden, you can't say slavery don't exist. You can't say, I don't want slavery to ever exist in my universe. I cast it out of my universe. The thought will never appear in anyone's mind. You can't do that? So what does it mean? What this means is, you gotta remember, the Bible was written by what? People, human beings. They're trying to say that this thing was orchestrated by the God that created the universe. No, it's much deeper and darker than that. Now, the last time I checked, fear and love don't really go together. They just don't go together. My hypothesis is that most people become religious, in this particular case, Christianity, because they want to protect their asses. They don't want to burn in this quote unquote lake of fire. But why would this all-knowing and all-loving God want you to be fearful of your master and accept this slavery? But this is the creator of the universe. And you guys wonder where all this slavery came from. You think white people invented slavery? White people didn't invent no damn slavery, because these people who were doing this foolishness were not white. Romans 6:16. Don't you know that when you offer yourselves to someone as obedient slaves, you are slaves of the one you obey? Whether you are slaves to sin, which leads to death, or to obedience, which leads to righteousness. They just love slaves in this book, don't they? And they want you to be damn obedient. You better be obedient. 1 Corinthians 7:22. And remember, if you were a slave when the Lord called you, you are now free in the Lord. Oh, how nice of you. I can still be a slave, but as long as I'm calling on the Lord and believing in the Lord, I'm the slave in the physical body, but my mind can be free, but my body can never be free. And if you were free when the Lord called you, you are now a slave of Christ. Oh, why, thank you. I can now be a slave of Christ as well. Come on. This is complete